Hey everyone, this is Dan the GM, welcoming you to Season 2 of What the Dice. This season, Shadowrun. So sit back, relax, and let's meet our runners.
Hello, my name is Arderan Gibbens. I will be playing Dr. Burner, a pharmacist who has been running in the shadows for, well, most of his professional life.
I am Jack. I am playing Spuds, a smooth-talking magician.
I'm Riley, and I am playing Sasquatch.
Oh, heck hi, it's me, I'm Pond. I am playing Whiplash. I am the face of the party.
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level, green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter, foul language, sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
The scene fades in. We are at this party. We see people dressed in luxurious suits and dresses. Their faces either painted or wearing masks of skulls to represent the party and the theme that it's in. As the camera pans, we see hors d'oeuvres and drinks being served, and we see Edward Light on the stage giving the tail end of a speech. As the camera pans, we watch as the camera starts to move through the curtains and towards the back room door with the words Edward Light printed on it. Doc and Spuds hiding in the green room. Edward Light has finished his speech and the lights have come up.
Okay, so I look over, and as Spud comes in, I pull you into the room.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Alright, here's how this is going to go down. He's going to walk backstage. I'm going to need you to draw a line of sight right over there. See that thing? I want you to take it about right now. It should last you a good little while. I'm going to be standing behind the door. When he comes in here, you and me, we jump the guards. You'll find that you have heightened reflexes that should make it more than capable. You can knock him down without killing him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Alright, we're going to have to get into position.
Alright. What am I taking? The inhaler?
Yeah, it's, it might make you feel a little dizzy when it's done, but other than that, it should make you feel pretty good for next 10 minutes to an hour.
Okay, alright. I'll take it.
Alright.
Sasquatch, what would you guys like to do as Edward is, shaking hands as he is trying to make his way back up stage to get to off stage? People continue to approach him, shake his hand, the whole, smile and nod thing that celebrities do.
Yeah, I would definitely get in line to try and shake his hand.
Okay. It's easy enough to get to, and I'm sure you have Sasquatch literally right behind you or right to the side of you.
Yes.
Is Captain Reginald nearby there, or?
No, it seems like Reginald is off talking to the mayor.
Cool. All right. Then yeah, I'll stick close.
All right, you walk up and Edward smiles. Well, how are you, Miss,
Delilah, darling.
Delilah. I am, of course, Edward. I hope you are enjoying the party.
It was absolutely lovely. I saw that you met some of my acquaintances earlier this evening, before you took the stage.
Yes, the strange man that was eating the potato, right?
Yes, that one. We're new acquaintances, of course.
Of course.
Co-workers, one might say.
He raises an eyebrow, and Sasquatch, can I get a matrix perception from you, and can I get an actual perception from Whiplash?
Right. What is my results? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So that is 6 successes and 4 failures.
Whiplash, you notice his eyes spark yellow again and tend to the purple is starting to fade and is starting to go a little bit more yellow. Sasquatch, in the Matrix, you notice that his cyberware is glitching. You're noticing that it is disconnecting from the Matrix in random ways that should which is basically breaking off the communications to his comlink, to any built-in cyberware that he's got. And can I get a reaction roll from Sasquatch and Whiplash?
Okay.
As Edward Light passes out and starts to fall.
Ooh. I got 2 successes.
I got none.
You got none. Whiplash, I need you to roll your strength.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Do I get... Oh, I got a +1 reaction, but I forgot it. That's okay. Alright, let's... What does push the limit mean?
It allows you to spend 1 edge to add a number of dice to your pool equal to your edge rating.
Perfect. We will do that. I will burn an edge. Oh, I'm so glad that I did that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
With 4 hits, you are able to catch Edward as he passes out. It seems as if he is breathing and is responsive. It's just he seems to be unconscious. His security guards are quick to grab weapons and are quickly checking as one of them looks over at you and let me roll. They look at you and look at your guard and go, get him to the green room. We're gonna go see if we can find a dock.
Of course, absolutely. And I'll just sort of, Sasquatch,
Yeah.
can you help me carry him? I'm not great with, moving, sleeping bodies.
Yeah, and I imagine mobility in that dress is a little hard. Yeah. I mean, I've got a spare hand. So yeah, I'll definitely help carry. Should I'm not very strong, I don't think. So
Just roll your strength and don't fail.
okay.
It's that simple.
I have 1 dice for strength.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh. Nice. All right. Between the two of you, you are able to drag the unconscious Edward to his green room, where you see. Yep. So you have Spud and Doc in the green room as you two enter. The door opens up, and you see. Actually, give me a perception check to see if you guys don't drug your own teammates.
While we're walking over there, I'm trying to communicate on the comlinks, but I'm so weak that I'm like heavily breathing while I'm carrying Edward. I
Perception,
can't
you
get
said?
the words out.
I start swinging immediately, but for sure. 5. I got 5.
Okay.
I got a lot. I rolled 7 dice. All but one of them is a hit, so that's 6 hits.
Perfect. So you restrain from drugging your team as they do the drag by the shoulders this unconscious Edward Light into the green room.
I because I don't want to metagame this, I would have taken my cram before then, so cram is active on me.
That's fine.
Hello.
You
Hi.
just come in and you see who would be on the right side coming in.
Well, on the map right now, I was on the right side, so we'll say me. Does that work,
Yeah.
Whiplash?
Yep.
Yeah, Sasquatch, I am hair trigger away, just standing right behind you, ready to shoot a narco jet into your neck. And I just catch myself just in time.
Hey,
I lower it. What's going
put
on?
the needle
what's up?
down.
I lower it. What?
He sparked out or something. I need to. Can I see any sort of like jack on him?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. He has 2 data jacks as well as a skill soft in his neck. He has 2 cyber eyes, and you notice that he has a cyber hand.
Do you want to check him out medically, and I'll go in and check him out inside?
Sounds good. He says, get him on the table. And I basically take the duffel bag on the table and toss it onto the couch, not really regarding it a lot.
Fucking orc. Look, you're huge, man. We just dragged him from the stage.
Walks over, I'll drag him onto the table.
All right, so Doc, give me a strength check, and then Whiplash and Spud, give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Yes, strength.
That is 3 hits.
All right, you were able to get Edward on the table.
I'm ready. 4.
When that duffel bag hits the ground, every trained runner out there knows the sound of a pistol or a rifle or some kind of metal armament slamming into what sounds like padded Kevlar or some kind of armored clothing. Now, like they said, it was biometrically closed, so all you need is his biometrics to open it.
Yeah. In line with that, actually, Doc's first thing he's going to be going over is seeing what sort of cyberware and what sort of bioware he has.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a biotech and then a cybertech. And then, Riley, since you are jacking in, I need a computers test.
That is on... I'm going to do alphabetical, so that's bio first. That's 4 hits. And then cyber, that is 3 hits.
Okay.
And I got 4 successes and 2.
Okay. So we will start with Sasquatch. Once you log in, you jack in and you start to activate and look around in his firmware, you notice that there is a lot of weird code going through. To the point of, instead of being a normal Matrix scene that you would see, this is literally ones and zeros just moving around randomly, and it seems like it is... Reprogramming isn't necessarily the word one would use. More of file corrections. Like, if files are being corrected in front of your eyes. For Doc, with your bio check, you see that his bioware that he does have is resetting. It looks like you see some wires that are sparking and that are strangely realigning, increasing mobility, where it looks like most of his augments were for more style. It looks like now they're becoming more user oriented.
This sounds like because BioWare is like physical, like cloned body parts. It's like his muscles are getting tenser and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay.
His cyberware, the gold is actually being chipped off by some weird magnetic pulse that you're seeing that is activating and deactivating, chipping away the gold that's around his eyes to leaving that standard, like, worn gunmetal. The once polished hand that was part of his body is flicking off flakes of big chunks of this golden color.
I'm assuming that, if anything, he looks unresponsive and actually quite healthy. Like, by all medical standards, he is healthy and getting healthier. Doc's gonna look at everyone and just say, take a step back.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out of the matrix there.
Can I actually pop outside of the room and just stand outside the door?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just...
Is there an ETA on how long we have until whatever's happening, his transformation is complete?
You don't quite know. As Spud steps out, one of the guards runs up with Doc Knight in hand. Okay, we found a Doc here. He literally shoves Knight towards you and goes, we're gonna go make sure that everyone else is safe. You just make sure he's not dead. And he runs off. Doc Knight just kind of rolls her eyes at the bodyguard and looks at you.
Yeah.
You see that Doc's pulled out his narco jet, and he's standing a good, like, as far back into the room he can go, 10 feet if he can, but he's probably, like, backed into a wall, and he's just standing there leveling it.
There's a moment of quiet as Edward's eyes open back up, and there's that orangey yellow hue to his eyes, and he shakes his head. Oh, son of a... Oi! He looks around. Hoi hoi, chummers. Where the frag am I?
Hey, Mr. Light, you're in your green room?
Light. Yeah. Screw that guy, man. Call me Spox. So, what the frag am I wearing? He starts to strip off this very expensive suit with nary care, where he's almost ripping it. So, you got my crap, right? I mean, I ain't holding the piece.
Yeah, it's all in the bag.
He nods, grabs the bag, and slips behind a screen as you see more of this suit get ripped off. So, how'd you guys find me? There's a barrage of gunfire coming from the ballroom.
Fuck.
Doc immediately, like, takes a step forward, trings the narco jet off of, I guess Eddie is his name now, and sort of, like, points in the direction as if, like, expecting something to come through the door. He sees Doc Knight at this point, and he says, "You." He points over at Eddie. "You have guards? You're gonna need to tell them to frag off." Controls.
Yeah, so, Ed and Spox don't need no guards, but, we do need to get the dreck out of here. Because if I think what's going down is going down, I believe, well, no, those last guys fragged the crap out of my good car. We got a limo in the back we can take. It ain't fast, but, I think it might have a VTOL mode. I don't know.
Lovely.
Out the back then?
Up the back.
Out the back.
We're gonna have to cross the stage to get to the back, right? To the alley?
Yeah, but, I mean, curtain should be down. I mean, should be. But, just run between the bullets. You'll be fine.
I'm out there. Are the curtains down?
The curtains aren't down, but there is the fly system right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm immediately.
Doc is going to walk up to Eddie, and I am going to give him... I'm basically going to pull out a sort of porcelain pipe, and there's this sort of, like, little bag that he pours into it. I'm going to hand him a sort of hash pipe of little smoke. I'm going to say, "Smoke that. I can't have you getting shot."
Eddie doesn't even blink an eye as he quickly lights it up, as he throws his jacket on and holsters a very heavy-looking pistol and looks down at his bag and tosses it on his shoulder.
He gains the magic critter power of concealment and the power of confusion. Essentially, he is magically hard to perceive, like D&D Displays of Beast or something like that.
Nice.
Can I shut the...
You want to cut the ropes and let the curtain drop?
Yes.
Absolutely. How do you want to do it? There's two ways you can do it. You can pull the ropes, or you can activate the automated system. Or, if you really want to feel spicy, you can hit the big red button to drop the fire curtain.
Oh, I'm spicy all the way. I'm hitting the big red button.
As you slam your fist on that big, beautiful red button and the glass shatters, this heavy drape drops to the stage with a loud thump. You see it start to flail as a couple bullets that are strayed go into it, but don't seem to puncture it, as Eddie walks behind you. Well, I'm high as a cat. The curtain is down. I say we get the dreck out of here. What you say?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Hey, Sasquatch. Can I just get my shotgun?
Oh, yeah, of course. I kept meaning to hand you all your guns when we got it in here. It's fine. Here you go.
Thank you.
I give you your shotgun, and I give Spud his pistol, right? That's what I had?
Yeah, thank you.
And then I give... Wasn't I smuggling in the real bullets for you?
I think you were.
You could swap them over now. I mean, you've had time.
I would like my real bullets, yeah.
You said Doc Knight's with us?
Yeah.
I'm going to pass her a smoke grenade.
She looks at you, looks at it, shrugs. It's like, of course. Of course.
Just concealment, in case.
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
to-
Let's go before
Right
this
off.
this stuff gets too bad.
Right.
As you run across the stage, there's another barrage of bullets as you hear not only the security guards for the different CEOs, but you hear the shouts of the Golden City guards. Drop your weapon! Drop your weapon! As Eddie continues to sprint at full speed across the stage. So, back door, and my limo should be in the back. And, where are we going?
We've got to go to the airport.
Yeah, we've got a place for you.
All right, let's get out.
Oh, I was just gonna say, at this point I tear away my suit to reveal my dirty clothes underneath.
So dirty.
Yep.
Eddie just kind of looks at you for a moment. Well, that's the most interesting reveal I've ever seen. So, into the limo.
Into the limo.
Into the limo.
As he kicks open the door, there is a quick burst fire as a random, what looks like homeless guy is coming back with a very nice SMG and is opening fire wildly, missing because, SMG open full fire, not as accurate. As you all run in and jump into the limo. So, let's go. Who's driving?
That would be me. I find the jack, right?
Yep.
When I am driving, am I cold or hot simming it?
You are hot simming it.
Okay. Great. I recline the chair a little bit and then hot sim away.
Can I... Oh, I was just going to say, as soon as we get into the vehicle...
So
Doc?
go ahead. You are going to need to declare your force and then cast it.
Doc puts Sasquatch's seatbelt on.
All right. So you take 0 stun.
Let's go.
And now this limo shimmers with this strange protective magical barrier.
I'm Buds is gripping because I have to touch the vehicle, so I'm gripping one of the the armrest next to me or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
All right.
like the ice cooler.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Sasquatch, once you jack into this, you see the logo of the Mitsubishi Night Sky load up. You notice that it is actually pretty well armored. You see a couple of extra sensors that gives you the world around you, and you can kind of feel the movement of the car. Okay, so first out the gate, I need you to roll your pilot.
Okay, so pilot groundcraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doc wants to make it very clear to you that if you somehow frag this up, you will be getting the dose of something that will make you really good at doing your computer stuff at the penalty of something less computer-based.
So I got 3 and 1.
With 3, the limo burns out in place before it finally gets traction and you are able to gun it out of the parking lot. I need just a straight pilot groundcraft roll.
Okay, 4 and 1.
You have successfully gotten away from the location as several SWAT cars come barreling past you. As you feel like you have gotten safe, there are 2 ways you can get to the airport. You can take surface streets, or you can take the highway. Which route would you like to take?
With my knowledge of the city, can I see what would be the better route at this time of night? And
At this time of night, the highway would be mostly empty.
highway, there we go. Yep.
As you get onto the highway, everyone hears the static and pop of the radio as it is being hacked remotely. There's a moment before you hear a staticky voice start to clear up. Runners. So, I believe you have something of mine. Can I get a knowledge golden city from everyone.
2.
Oh my gosh! Even with all those dice, though, I only got 3.
And Doc?
4 hits for Doc.
Anyone that got 3 or more hits, you recognize this voice as a voice you've heard on the news. And it is not a voice that most runners would want to hear. It is a voice of King. It is calm and has that air of danger to it. Runners, runners, runners. How about we make a deal? You stop the limo, and you give me Mr. Light. In return, my associate will ensure that you are able to walk away unscathed. How does that sound?
Give us just a minute to confer with one another. Don't listen. How's that sound, guys?
Doc is at this point, like, he's hooked a bio monitor up to Eddie, which it sounds like Eddie's not resisting any of his doctoring, so like, he's just trying to figure out what the frag is going on with Eddie.
I mean, we did kind of already get paid half up front.
Well, and I think that it's just a timed thing of we get the second half after so long, right? So even if we didn't complete the job, I think we still get the money.
I looked at Eddie.
Well, you see, Eddie has in his possession a certain relic, heirloom book that just kind of happened to fall in Eddie's lap a couple of months ago. And apparently I've been making wakes for the king. He apparently doesn't appreciate that, some of the city guard kind of found out about his drug dealings and his beetles and a couple other things going about. So Eddie's kind of pissed off the king a couple of times. Now, granted, Eddie's done it for the good of the man and good of everyone else. Eddie's just here to spread the truth, and I don't think King is one to be trusted, as most of the mob are not to be trusted. They will sing you a sweet lullaby while they slip that blade between your ribs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be pretty clear on what camp I'm going in. If all you voted to hand in our mark that we've already been paid a quite substantial amount in, I actually have a narrow stun grenade ready to go off in this vehicle and a respirator ready to go up over my face. So I'm glad you made the right choice.
Yep, I don't really.
Indeed, we are. Puts the respirator away.
Whiplash rolls her eyes really aggressively. All right, fine. I never get to have any fun.
Well, it seems like we're going to be having some fun if things go the way they are. So I'm going to have to go ahead and do this to you, buddy. Sorry. I'm going to lean up to Sasquatch, and I am going to go ahead and pull out a sort of nasal inhaler with like 2 little prongs for each nose hole, one for each nose hole, and I'm going to shoot some crayons into his face hole.
My face hole! 2 hours, okay.
I have a question. Has it been 30 minutes yet? Do I take the negatives to whatever I took?
Not yet, nope.
Okay.
It has been,
Word.
a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Would it have been 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, I need to go ahead and roll to resist the stun from Cram.
Go for it.
What do I need to, so I get 3 extra dice.
Yep, it is body.
Plus willpower?
Yes, body plus willpower.
So I get 6 dice from body, 5 dice from willpower, but 3 from being drug resistant, because believe it or not, Doc's around a lot of drugs all the time.
Who would have
I would be
thought?
surprised.
So this is like, what, a 14er?
Yep.
Dang.
That is going to be resisting against 6 stun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have reached my limit.
All right, so no stun damage for you.
Yeah. I probably like shudder a little bit, but I play it off cool.
So King's voice comes back over the radios. Well, I believe I have given you enough time to decide. So what will it be, little runners? Will you be pulling over and giving me my property, or will you be meeting my associates?
Eat shit, King.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Yeah, what she said, and I try to click it off, even though I'm sure that's not how it works.
As you click it, some music kicks on, and it fades for a moment as King goes, well then, I will think that Red Eyes will enjoy his fun. Well, runners, I did hope this would end more amicably, but, well, I will see you in the obituaries. As he clicks off, there's a barrage of gunfire behind you as another car pulls up with a large orc dressed in a pinstripe suit, red eyes glowing as a open fire of a carbine clinks against the back of the armored vehicle.
I am protecting it.
Hey everyone, this is Dan, the GM, bringing you the mid-roll. So, normally I only have one promo. I double booked, so we have two. One is a Shadowrun podcast, the other one is this murder, mystery, suspense style one. Both of them are excellent, both of them you should check out. We will catch those promos in just a second. But first, our shout-outs. I absolutely want to thank everyone who is following us on Patreon and those who are supporting us, both Lady Lumi and Ethan. Thank you so much. Everything you do helps us improve this show just that little bit more. If you want to become a Patreon and you want your own shout out, head on over to patreon.com/whatthedice and you can see all what we've got going on. With that, don't forget, if you do the $5 tier, you can actually add items and people and shops and all sorts of stuff to help expand our universe. So if you want to get yourself in on something we call the Mexi Shop, definitely go over and check that out. All those links and more will be down in the description. Now the promos. Our first promo comes from Pride vs. Prejudice, an absolutely amazing Shadowrun TTRPG podcast. So let's head over and listen to their promo now.
New York, 2072. Megacorps rule over everything from their gilded skyrakers, crushing everyone underfoot. Meanwhile, the metahuman population is squeezed between the corpse and the human supremacist polyclubs, until it boils over with the bombing of the Metahumanity Pride Parade. You know what that means, right, chummer? It's time to take pride against prejudice. Join a team of Shadowrunners thrown together by circumstance, trying to make a living in the cracks of the sprawl, as they find out who was behind the bombing and put a stop to the mastermind behind it and their plans, once and for all. Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Definitely go check them out. Links are down in the description. Up next, for our second promo, is one that actually fits spooky season really well. It is called Mystery Frequency. They are a suspense-style, old-world radio stories. They're really good. I'm just now getting into them. I can't wait to hear more. So we are going to hop on over to that promo.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
Turn your dial to find the frequency of the past.
Captain Advice.
Where the classic stories of mysteries, sci-fi, thrillers, and suspense are found waiting to be heard once again.
Another case for Nick Carter, Master Detective.
You'll find a variety of those stories here, in their original form, where each episode takes you to another place or time.
The Man of Bronze, Doc Savage.
But only when you find the mystery frequency. Available everywhere.
The Shadow knows.
Alright, that's it. That's all the promos I've got. I really do apologize for having two of them. I don't normally double book, but things happen. But For those who are listening, thank you so much, and we'll get right back into the episode. And as always, my friends, may the dice gods bless your every roll.
Well, my friends, it is time for us to roll some initiative.
Oh, yeah.
My cram's worn off, but you still have your jazz going.
Yes, I do.
So that's plus 2d6 initiative. Every single time you roll, you get an extra 2 6-sided dice.
All right, so looks like Whiplash, you are top of the round.
Hell yeah.
So,
DM,
yes.
does this limo have, like, a moonroof or a sunroof by chance?
Absolutely it does.
I am going to pop out the top with my shotgun equipped.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to take a shot at the vehicle that is shooting at us. It's a shotgun, so I don't have to aim a whole lot.
No, you do not.
Whoa! That's so many dice!
1, 2. Oh, I hit my limit is 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7, but my limit is 4.
All right, so you are shooting at the vehicle. It has an armor rating of 4 and a body of 8. Go ahead and roll your damage. All right, so I've got 13 physical coming my way. All right, your bullets spray across this vehicle, and this jackrabbit, the front windows blown out. There's just speckles of bullet holes across it, and it is still moving towards you.
Awesome. I'm going to cackle loudly, and then I'm going to flip off Red Eyes, and then I'm gonna pop back down into the moon, into the protection of the vehicle.
Doc, your round. What would you like to do?
So I assume that it is to use a substance is a complex action.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm going to get to act twice on this initiative most likely, I'm going to spend my first one to go ahead and use my only other dosage of jazz on myself. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take another dose of cram. Just go ahead and pull out a couple of pills, pop them out of the foil, swallow them, and I'm just going to start getting ready to take something out of my briefcase.
Spud, your round. What would you like to do?
Do I have to sustain the vehicle protection?
If you want to keep it powered, yes.
I will do that. Do I roll again?
So, nope. We will continue to hold it.
Okay, sweet.
All right, that makes it Sasquatch. You have a couple options. You can either try to accelerate the vehicle, you can do evasive maneuvers, or you can slam on your brakes. What would you like to do? You got tons of options, all of which is driving related.
Perfect. I don't want to slam on the brake because I've got a passenger hanging out the top window.
I'm back inside now.
Oh yeah, you probably pop up and then shot, right? And then, or came back down. We've got protection. I'm gonna pop on the hazards. Just, so people know. Danger. And then let's just accelerate. Wow, shit. We're a friggin' limo. We're not gonna out accelerate these people. I'm gonna kind of slow down a little bit, but also evasive maneuver.
All right, so go ahead and give me your pilot groundcraft.
Oh, does this have? I know it's armored. Does it have any sort of defensive, other like offensive capabilities?
Nope. It is 100% defensive.
Perfect. 10, and 3 ones. So I think I'm good.
Right, so it is now Red Eye's round. First driver, he is going to try to accelerate. He's slowing down. Apparently, a stray bullet has hit the radiator, and the vehicle is acting funny. Now it is time for Red Eyes to do what Red Eyes does best. He is going to aim at Car, the limo, and he is going to pepper it with some beautiful, beautiful assault rifle ammo. All right, so this vehicle has 11 physical damage headed its way. I need you to roll your defense.
5 and 1, 1.
All right, that means I net 1, which takes... The vehicle is taking the vehicle is taking some damage, and you are feeling the effects. Your vehicle isn't handling as well, because now you're starting to feel the bullets pinging against tires and things like that. Top of second pass. Whiplash, your round.
Lovely. I am going to... Yeah, I'm just going to pop back up and try and shoot through the now broken window at Red Eye.
All right, go for it.
All right, let's... So many dice! That is 7 hits, but my limit is 4. 13 again.
All right, so the bullets plink off of his armored coat, and it looks like you are actually dealing some damage to the vehicle, but not so much him.
Okay. I am going back down into the limo.
And that means it is the second pass for Doc. What would you like to do?
Doc, can I do a little flavor thing?
Absolutely.
Doc, as he sort of inhales the jazz and he tosses it to the ground, he pulls out a pair of contacts, and as he stands up, he pops them in so his eyes are now glowing red. And he leans up, and he is holding in his hand a paint grenade. I'd like to toss that into the limo.
Into the limo or into
not the limo,
car chasing?
the car chasing us, because I was told it got a little closer because it slowed down.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lob that. What do I gotta roll?
You need to roll your thrown weapons.
I do not have a thrown weapon, so is that gonna be like agility?
Default is agility and agility -1.
Oh, 5 dice. I'm gonna also say to Doc as my free action, load me some smoke, would ya?
Okay.
Gesturing towards the smoke grenade that she's holding.
Okay, then she'll do that.
I managed to roll 2 hits on 5 dice.
Okay. Let me roll their dodge. 1 success. You plant that paint grenade right in the engine block that it rolls back and lands in the driver's seat as it explodes with a satisfying splat. I need everyone to roll for our next round of Anish. All right. So, Doc, you are up first.
Okay. As a simple action, because it's a simple action to fire 1 round because I've got like a holdout, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend 1 simple action loading 2 Atropine.
Okay.
Because I can load 2 as a simple action into my Narcojet 1 as sort of needle rounds. And I'm going to shoot this guy twice with my Atropine.
All right, go for it.
That is going to be... it would just be like regular like Narcojet 1 attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 14 dice, 1, 2, 5. I break my accuracy of 5.
Okay. Are you aiming for Red Eyes or are you aiming for the driver?
I am aiming for Red Eyes because he seems to have not been very targeted, and I threw a paint grenade hopefully to cause problems for the driver.
Yes. All right. So you watch as that needle hits his arm and just shatters. It doesn't look like it made purchase. You're going to attack you guys again, and he is going to chuck a frag grenade at y'all.
Oh.
Shit.
That should be pretty hard to chuck a grenade forward.
Yeah.
Driving vehicles. Oh.
He's not driving, though. So I need you to roll your reaction plus intuition plus your +2.
Let's see. That is 5 successes and 3.
That's 6 successes. As this grenade lands just on the opposite side of the back tire. You turn just at that last time as a explosion goes off as Eddie is cursing. Hey, he reaches into his bag and pulls out a missile launcher, a striker to be direct. Any of you guys know how to use one of these? Because I don't think this guy's gonna give up too easy.
No,
Doc might be a heavy man, but he does not know how to use heavy weapons very well.
It is a defaultable skill if you so choose it. It would be agility -1.
What's my agility? I can do that if no one else is specialized with heavy weapons.
I can also do that if no one else is specialized with heavy weapons.
What's your
I have an
agility?
agility of 6.
My agility's 5.
Mine is also 6.
Well then, that would be better.
All right. Well, it is your round, Spud. What would you like to do?
Okay. Screw defense. I'm going offense. I want to pop out in Mage Bolt, the single target one.
I believe you have to target a Mage Bolt. It is physical direct. Yeah, it's a physical attack. You can hit something physical with it.
Let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
So declare your force, roll your dice, and tell me what you hit.
I'm gonna use force 12 and push the limit as well.
Hope you can soak that drain.
Yeah, me too. But I have faith.
All right, go for it.
7, I think.
5, 6, 7. I'm seeing 8.
Oh, 8. Sure, I'll
Yep.
take it.
2 drain.
So 2 stun.
All right, so Whiplash.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie hands you a striker missile launcher.
Mhm.
There is 1 missile loaded in it already.
Awesome. So you said it's agility -1?
It is agility -1.
All right. Let's roll. Oh. I got
2 successes.
2 successes. How'd I do?
So I was able to soak 2 of the 17 physical damage that is incoming. As this missile strikes, you watch as this smaller, faster jackrabbit flips. With this massive explosion, you see it land and lands on top of Red Eyes, and you know that, well, the doc would know the sound of crushing and snapping bones. As I need one more drive test from Sasquatch.
Yeah, let's do this.
Goodness.
It's just 16 dice. I didn't get a single one, and I got to the limit of 7.
As you peel out, you can kind of make some quick compensation in the system, and you were able to peel out, driving off into the night sky.
I turned the hazards off.
As you arrive at this old airport, you see a single prop plane sitting, propellers spinning, as Eddie steps out of the car and dusts the little bit of glass that came off of the bullets from the shattering glass in the gunfight you just finished. He gives you all a smile. Well, my friends, so Eddie's gonna bounce. I'm sure you all have your new yen to spend, and I appreciate this. I'm really glad you all didn't sell me out, because that would have really sucked. I'm pretty sure that I would be 6 feet under, swimming with the fishes, or all of the above, to be honest. So,
Haven't made introductions. I'm Doc Burner, and I always get a job done.
I appreciate it, Doc. And how about the rest of y'all? I want to make sure that if Eddie ever needs some help, he knows some of the best runners to run to.
Whiplash.
Oh,
Can I? Oh, go ahead.
I was asking, have we left the vehicle, or are we like pulling up to it now?
You have just stepped out of it.
So does that mean that, so this is very important, has Sasquatch jacked out of Hot Sim?
That's what I was wondering about. But can I, in the background, could I have been like doing little searches on Eddie Sparks, if there's somebody named Eddie Sparks that...
Oh, absolutely. Give me a matrix search.
Perfect.
You want to use that bonus as long as you can, don't you?
Okay,
Yes.
we want to make use of it right now.
So I got 5 and then 1.
As you start poking around, you start to actually see something on ShadowNet, which is the hidden network that is just for runners. And you start to see ES appear as a login. And then you start seeing the, information forthcoming of the, information that is being deleted. Things about tonight is being deleted. And you see Decker's talking about this, there's this new moniker, a lightning bolt, that is coming across and is literally blocking transmissions from the Golden City broadcast about some kind of gunfight that happened inside the ballroom, trying to delete all records, and camera footage is disappearing as Edward smiles as he starts to watch you kind of work. You can feel him watching you. After a few moments, you just see inside of the ShadowNet Eddie Sparks, speaker of the truth. And that's all you have found.
Okay. After I find that, I say, all right, interesting. I guess you can call me Sasquatch.
Yeah, good to meet you, Ado.
He catches it, takes a bite out of it with a smile. Well, my runner friends, so you stay safe. Go ahead and keep the limo. Do with it what you like. It's kind of shot up now, and Ed is gonna bounce. Now, remember, my friends, stick to the shadows, keep your gun loaded, and never make a deal with a dragon. Stay safe, chummers. I will catch you later. As he starts to move towards this single prop plane, the scene fades as we zoom out and we find ourselves on the coastline. There's a board with dice. There's also a few other trinkets of board games as two silhouettes begin to set out another table and another board and begin to set out rooks and pawns and kings and queens. An old man moves a pawn forward as a strange four-eared silhouette moves one forward, then another, and then the last pawn gets placed into position. The old man, doused in the light of a fading passing vehicle, smiles.
Well, me friend. It seems as if all the pieces are in place. It seems as if our time to move on is approached. The book is passed, and it is time for the next story to be told.
The old man stands and smiles as he sets down a stack of physical cash and starts to walk off. The four-eared creature that we know as M smiles.
Yeah, well, you can head on out. I've got a couple of deals to make and a shop to set up. Well, I will see you later, my friends.
And that is where we end this collab.
Woo!
Honk honk. Honk honk.
Honk honk.
Honk honk.
Before I actually end this episode, I want to again say thank you to all of the collabers, and please tell us again who you are, where you're from, and tell us your social medias if you so deem, so that our listeners can find you and maybe get a chance to hear you guys. Who wants to start?
I can. I am Jack, the G. Not normally how you spell die, and Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hi, I'm Pond. This was super fun. I've never played Shadowrun before, and this was a joy. You can find me on social medias as Pond Plays or Pond Plays Games, depending on which one you're looking on, but I'll pop up. You can find me regularly on Monday nights over at Feywild and Out, and keep an eye out on your favorite podcast app for These Are Dice Adventures premiere season. Should be coming to all of the favorite pod chasers in January.
I'm Riley. I loved this. This was so much fun. I also have never played Shadowrun. Listened to a couple of podcasts that did it, so this was really exciting for me to get to dive on in. I run Friend Info Adventure Co., which is an immaturely mature podcast based on the Bunkers and Badasses system, which is based on the Borderlands video game series. You can find us on social media at FF Adventure Co., pretty much on most socials, I think, now. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks again so much. This was fun. It was fun to meet the other three of you and get to chat and play games with you and cause some chaos.
Hi, my name is Adrian. I am the sort of game master for Electroval, which is a sort of steampunk, kind of New Orleans, jazzy, sort of fantasy 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons type of campaign. Dice Carnival, you can find us on Twitter or Drecker or whatever it's freaking called now. There's been a bit of lag of content, but there's a new series that I am having in post. I expect that to be released in, I'd say, third or fourth quarter of 2024. But until then, I'm going to try to do more collabs like this, because this was the most fun that I had rolling dice in a really long time. So, ovations to Dan, the GM.
Indeed.
Yeah, you
clap, 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 clap.
You freak with your Eddie Sparks stuff.
Yep. So for anyone who doesn't know, Eddie Sparks is something that's actually been, if you look at our website, Eddie Sparks started actually in Dice Carnival as a collab. And he has become his own multiverse at this point. Mm-hmm. So not only has Adrian dealt with him, but so has Jack. And Jack actually dealt with him as another player. and Eddie is... I don't even know how to explain Eddie anymore.
Would you describe him as more vampiric or more frog-like?
I would describe Eddie as... I have no idea anymore. Like...
It is weird. It was weird to play...
This is to settle a bet.
to play this and not, because we were like homies when we played when we were players together, so it was weird to be a character who's like, yeah, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah, I mean, I knew, obviously at a certain point I was like, oh, Edward, light, his eyes sparking type of thing. I was like, oh, dang it, how did I not connect that?
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm just over here with no prior knowledge. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Everyone went, oh, damn it. And I went, what does this mean?
Yeah. So Eddie has been a long time hidden character for What the Dice. And he has become, because of y'all, is now the official storyteller. And does the intros and outros and gives tidbits of information for season 2.
Love that.
So because of you all, Eddie Sparks is now out in the world.
In the flesh.
Preaching the truth and trying to cause as much problems with the corpse as he can.
We should have just completely screwed Dan and just made sure to kill him. Just like tried everything we could to make sure he didn't walk away. But I guess there's a multiverse
I was
of
so
him,
tempted to hand him over.
I mean, I had to keep him alive, you know. I already tried killing him several times. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, if you would have handed over Eddie, you guys would have still had to fight Red Eyes. You just wouldn't have the ace in the hole of being able to drive away. So, yeah, I had backup plans.
That was so good. I enjoyed that a lot. But back to the frog versus vampire question. This is very important for me and Pond.
We have a bet going.
You don't have to say specifically, just on that scale of vampire to frog.
Who, Eddie?
Yeah.
Eddie's human. He's neither.
Well,
Okay,
I guess we
well.
both owe you money then.
Yeah. We'll both be marking 20 new yen off our sheets.
All right, that's cool. I'm
vote
now
vampire
curious
for
on
the record.
Huh?
I vote vampire for the record.
Thank
I think
you,
he's more
I-
vampire than frog.
I also said
Why?
vampire.
So why vampire?
I don't know. When I close my eyes and I like vibe check Eddie, I feel like I'm
Knowing nothing about Eddie's lore, because Mora was so focused on like vampire equality and like trying to help them have a better quality of life, I was like, oh, obviously Eddie's a vampire. So
I mean, I could see that.
As Adrian, who was trying to scam Pond out of 20 new yen, I was just relying on my experience of the time where Eddie was a frog.
Yeah.
Frog person.
Yeah, the first generation of Eddie Sparks was a conspiracy theorist frog, and he had this voice like this, and praise the swamp and speak the truth.
Yeah.
So the voice of Eddie Sparks has not changed, and the personality has only gotten bigger.
I love him.
Yeah, that's crazy because I was introduced to him as an android.
Yes, you were introduced to an android
So
problem.
I had no idea about the frog lore.
I love it. I love this enigma of a character.
He is that.
And there's plans to bring him into Friend Info.
Yes, there is.
So
love that.
Yes, whoever collabs with me, there's a high chance you're going to get stuck with an Eddie unless you're like, hey, I need you to play this prefabbed character. And then I don't.
I know sirens are. Well, are they in Borderlands lore? Do they have to be female?
Yeah. No, not in Bunkers and Badasses. You can be either.
Okay. Well, I need a siren, Eddie.
It's actually the plot. That's what we were thinking.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Yes.
If any of this makes it into the episode, I want the audience to know that we've been recording for like 6 hours straight. And we are very silly right now.
Yeah.
Jokes on you. I had fun.
I also had fun.
I had fun too.
Yeah, everyone had a good time. I loved it so much. I love the system. I want to do more Shadowrun.
Hey, I will have more open availability for collabs this season. We will be doing seasonal. Like, I've got some plans for some Christmas and some Halloween stuff. We actually have one that is going to be a Valentine's special. I do want to do a girls' night episode. I am thinking, like, bringing Spuds in. I might bring all 4 of you guys back in. We might do, like, a hunt for the golden potato. I'll write something for you all.
Thank you, please. Need more potato content.
Yo, okay, I'm just spitballing here, but for Valentine's Day, I don't look. All I picture is like a bachelor with Spuds as the bachelor, and at the end I give out the golden potato.
And awkwardly bring up your dead wife.
My wife, yeah. Well, she's not dead.
No,
She just
divorced.
left.
She's not dead.
Yeah.
Divorced.
No,
Oh,
she-
okay.
Yeah,
She
it's
just
worse.
left
She
home.
chose to leave. Yeah, it was a choice.
Wow.
Yeah, you bring
Yeah.
up your ex-wife.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
every opening of a new scene.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I can't give you the golden spud. You look too much like my ex-wife.
yeah. Well, there's
You know
trauma
what?
there, so I probably would give them the golden spud.
Fair.
I will figure out some way to write this up. Hold on. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna make this note. So, let's collab. Come over
But
here.
I want to see Spud get like closure.
It's spud.
Yeah, she
spud
shows
with
up.
this closure.
My wife shows up, and then we
Yeah.
reconcile. Oh my god, dude! What the heck?
All right, golden potato Spud story.
Story.
I will add that to my whiteboard of stuff I need to write.
Thank you.
No problem. Again, I super appreciate this. I am definitely going to be in touch for the next collab that I have lined up, and
Yeah?
hopefully I'll see you all again.
Hey everyone, Nightlin here, co-creator of What the Dice, and player of Sparkles for Season 2.
to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is honestly, tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.